I'm doing something. Don't worry about it. I'm doing something. A whole lot of Natasha Preston because her books are popular at the thrift store. I literally hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. Well, now I've broken up my Harper teen group of books. I'm gonna cut this video down extremely. Too many things are falling. I don't even have words. The things that have fallen back there, you have powerless. Okay. And powerful. You hit me in the nose. It's so powerful. My goodness. Powerful. Anyway. It's me again. Good morning, or probably afternoon now. It's like 3 p.m. Happy Valentine's Day. It's Valentine's Day and it is snowing as hell outside. And I actually just got home because I had a doctor's appointment this morning. After that, I decided to make my way to Goodwill. I feel like every time I leave my house, I somehow end up at Goodwill. And it's not even funny because I always leave with a whole lot of books. And like I said, it's not even funny. Anyway, I am in front of my bookshelves because I got sick of them. And I'm gonna switch them around. The other night, Tuesday night, it was like 9:30 p.m. and I'm about to go to sleep because I work at 7 in the morning. And I go on Facebook Marketplace because I live on Facebook Marketplace basically. And I see that some dude had listed this really tall bookshelf. I think it's an IKEA Billy bookshelf. I might be wrong. Either way, this really gorgeous, beautiful, large bookshelf for $15. And I was like, well, I have to go get it. Anyway, so Rachel, you're a good one for monitoring my location while I went into the actual middle of nowhere boonies to meet an older white gentleman during Black History Month. I could have been a statistic. Either way, I got a bookshelf. I got a large bookshelf. It did cost me because, do you see my arm? You probably can't see, but I literally scratched my arm because I was trying to lift this. You'll see. It's like comically too big. That's why I have my camera like up so that the top can hopefully reach. Anyway, basically, here's my plan. Here's my plan for my brand new bookshelf. I want to use it either as a completely unread shelf and then use this one as the books that I've read shelf, or use that one as a books that I've read shelf and then unread. Moral of the story is I have somehow accumulated enough books to fill up 3 bookshelves. These are 2 and I have one more over there that has all my thrillers and Cassandra Clare. So I need to stop. And don't tell anybody, but I also have a bag of books that I've recently purchased because I like to hop around at Goodwill like once a week-ish. So I'm going to do a haul, but that's going to be in a different video because I'm not dealing with it today. Today, my goal is to get books off this shelf, bring in my large bookshelf. It's going to be right here. It's going to replace this one. Take pictures and send to Emily because she might be interested in getting one or both bookshelves, and then reorganizing. And I will either do the large one as the books that I've read and the smaller one as books that I've unread. But I have a feeling that I have more unread books than read books. But I also want to like cutely decorate the books that I have read because I have them because I like them, and some that I am like mad about, but I have them. Anyway, so here's my plan of attack. Hi, by the way, welcome back to my channel where I've been yapping for so long. Hello, nice to meet you. Thanks for stumbling onto my channel. I love to yap about books. I love books. I love reading. It's my hobby. Buying books as well. That's another hobby, clearly. Anyway, so my game plan. We're going to take everything off the shelf, right? There's currently nothing at the very bottom shelf. You can't see. This is a little table that I literally use to edit my videos because I don't have a desk and I don't have room for a desk in my current apartment. But we're going to move this off to the side. The bottom 2 shelves of these bookshelves are empty. The reason I left them empty was because I had my thrillers down here at the bottom 2 shelves, and then I got another bookshelf, put my thrillers over there. But then I realized, no, I need to not do that. I need to not do that, which is why I was looking specifically for a much larger bookshelf. When I moved from this apartment, I planned to get the IKEA bookshelves. But I figured, you know what? I still have many months in this apartment. If I find them now, I might as well get them now. And my goal is to look for them and hopefully find them on Facebook Marketplace. Where was I going with this? Yes, if I find them now, like I got one, right? If I find another, I'll get another, and that's it for now. Until I move. Game plan. I'm going to take all the books off this shelf. I'm going to move this shelf out. I'm going to bring the larger bookshelf in, get it cleaned, and then we'll move all the books that I've read onto here just to see how the space looks, and then we'll go from there. And yes, I will separate authors, but I will not separate series. So like I'll put my Twisted series, but I'll keep Anna Huang together on my unread shelf. We'll see. I'll show you as I get to it. Like my reading chair, I haven't sat here in like 2 weeks because I keep holding, when I come from work, I toss my stuff on here. It's so bad. that. Anyway, I got 2 exciting new shirts. I'm gonna show you because, yeah, this is the first one. Get someone else to do it. Anyway, and this is the second one. They're cute. They're cute. Anyway, yeah, so like I toss my jacket on here when I get home. My little work bag, I toss on here when I get home. It's me like not knowing what I'm doing. Anyway, I'm just gonna start, right? I'm gonna start by just taking everything off. That's, I feel like, a good place. My plant, I hope that my new bookshelf, while it's much taller, I hope that my new bookshelf can still hold my plant. Otherwise, I'll have to put it on that side, which is fine. I can do that. Ooh, I didn't mention this. I bought annotating supplies because I read Onyx Storm, and that is the first book I would say that has really given me the feeling of, oh my goodness, I want to annotate something. I have highlighters, I have tabs, I have like bigger stickies. I have pens. They're not, I wouldn't say the best quality, but they're cute. Just like gel or ball pens. And then there's, these ones are better quality. They look like they feel heavier. That's what I mean. But yeah, lots of like long tabs, short tabs, large tabs, but I'm excited. I'm excited to annotate some books. It's not going to be a regular thing for me. I also don't know if I mentioned, but I found this cute little rainbow holder. I think it's supposed to be a plant holder, but it cracked. I don't know what I did, but it's cracked. But I'm still using it to hold my bookmarks, which I don't have too many of right now, but I'll get some more. The other day I was looking through my Charmed booklet here, which is about the TV show Charmed. If you've never seen it, you should. But it has pictures from the show. It goes over every episode, and just, it was fun. It was fun. I like it. I also, I find so many things on my bookshelves because I set so many things on my bookshelves. It's so bad. Anyway, I bought some coloring supplies. I have just like a large thing of many colors, which I'm so excited. I've been doing that as my hobby a couple times, and it came with this little DIY coloring book, but I also got this like just color by numbers, if you would, and yeah, it's fun. I'm like trying to explore multiple hobbies, not just reading. Anyway, it's about to get real serious here, so I'm gonna put my hair up because I'm about to get sweaty. Okay, my hair is up. I have a t-shirt on because I was genuinely already sweating, but yeah, let's get this rolling. Let's get this rolling. I'm literally just gonna stack the books like right in front of the camera because I don't need to take it that far. I'm also automatically sorting by books that I've read and books that I haven't. I genuinely got rid of all my Emily Henry books, and then somehow in the past 3 months have accumulated all the Emily Henry books right back. I have some serious problems when it comes to books. Like, let's see, Score that I've read all of these. See, I don't know what to do if I've read the first book but not the rest of the series now. Like, do I put them together in read or do I put them together in unread? I also plan on reading this series. I'm gonna put them together in read, and if I decide I don't want to do that, then I'll change it. And that's the other thing is, like, if I have one book that I've read and one book that I haven't, I don't know. It's so hard. Like, see, I've read 2 of the 3, you know? I'm gonna put them all in red on the red shelf, and I plan on reading A Long Time Coming, sooner rather than later. Okay, I have read Me Before You, but not After You. I've not read Jasmine Guillory yet. I also have a few books by Elle Kennedy, a few new books by Elle Kennedy. I'm excited to, like, add them all to my Elle Kennedy collection. Okay, see, I read the Summer I Turned Pretty book, but not the rest of them. This I'm gonna put all in unread because there's more that I haven't read than that I have. But yeah, I'm so excited. If my bookshelf does not fit here, I'm gonna be really sad. Start moving and grooving. Do you see what I mean? You can't even see the top. It's like almost comically large, but I'm so excited. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. It's gonna have to kind of stay out a little bit because my outlet is there with stuff plugged in, unless it can, nope. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. It's very dirty. Oh, you can see the top now. Okay, that's better. It's very dirty, but I'm gonna give it a really good clean, and then I'll take off the books from the shelf and we'll have a game plan, hopefully, for what the heck I'm doing over there. But I'm gonna move ya. I really hope you can see me because I can't see the screen. I'm trying to do the back camera, but let me clean this and then, yeah, I'm so tired already, my goodness. Okay, clearly you can see, but that's the bookshelf that I was talking about, that I needed a third one, and it's just really awkward, you know, because I have 2 white bookshelves and then a random dark bookshelf, which is why I put my thrillers on it, but it's really awkward. I want to bring them all together. My cleaning things got so dry that I just used the disinfectant spray in these now, because it's basically just like a dry paper towel. I need like straight up soap and water, my goodness. Okay, I'm moving you back here so that you can see what the heck I'm doing. Okay, my shelves are now finally clean. I'm gonna move this chair out of the way. I am literally sweating, like so sweaty. Okay, so the shelves are clean. I plan to do, and this is always subject to change. I feel like I say that in every video, but I'm gonna do the thrillers that I've read up here because I don't have that many. Then I'm thinking fantasy on these 2 and then romance on the rest. Actually, no. Oh, I can't move this. Okay, that's fine. That's whatever. I think I have to lower that. Okay, I need to lower this by 1, lower this by 1. Hold, please. Okay. It looks way more even now, and I don't know what the heck it is about this bookshelf, but I keep scratching myself. Anyway, let me bring my thriller books and then we'll see what I feel about fantasy and romance. Like I said, I don't have a whole lot of thriller books that I've read, and my friend Rachel still has my copies of the Housemaid series, so that's gonna go up there when I get it back. But that shelf is done, basically. Just kidding. I'll reorganize it. A part of me kind of wants to try like fantasy romance type of thing, but I feel like I'm gonna hate it after 2 seconds. So we're just gonna start with fantasy and go from there. And these are flames that I really want on the fantasy shelf, because like Silver Flames and House of Flame and Shadow, I feel like they just need some flames. They need some candles. Anyway. I don't know. I don't like it, but I don't know how to make it better. So we're gonna move on for now. Okay, please give me. I'm in the middle of Warstorm right now, but I want to make sure it's together. I don't know. We'll get back to that. But I have a lot more red books than I thought. But let me put my romances now. These can go up here for a second. I don't think I like it, but I know for sure I'm glad that I have enough books that I've read to fill this shelf, and I can just add more as I'm going. But oh my goodness, I think what's throwing me off is the fact that like I've had Sarah J Maas, I don't know how to say her name, but I've had her books together for so long that splitting it up feels weird. But I was kind of trying to do a YA and then adult fantasy. I think it works, except The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue doesn't really fit in there. So I'm thinking, well, the good news is I have another copy of The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, so it's gonna go in here somewhere, but I don't know if I like it. I'm gonna leave these here because they have to, I think that's what's throwing me off, is that if those aren't the way I had them before, it feels weird. Nope, that feels weird too. We're gonna do 4th thing. Or this, I tried removing the sticker from there and it really just doesn't, like, it has not come off, but I may do Sky and Breath to the front this time. Just to move it around, spice things up, you know? I wonder if both of these, ooh, okay, I like that. Okay, maybe just the small one. Okay, We're just gonna let it be and see what it looks like when I'm done. I'm putting Frida McFadden together. I know my copy of Good Girl Bad Blood is really beat up. I found it at Goodwill and I was like, someone's dog really chomped on this book, but I still like it. Let me put you two here. This is why I like this version of Where the Crawdads Sing, is because it's darker, and the orange one, it was just like way too bright, you know, just like obnoxiously too bright for a thriller book. Like this is obnoxiously too bright, but I love this book, so I'm keeping it. I don't want to get rid of it. I like that, and I like Frida being right there. I'll figure out those. Next up, we have this shelf, which the romance I kind of gave up on, if I'm being honest, but maybe we'll get back to it. Maybe. Okay, Divine Rivals, Ruthless Vows. Should I? Okay, that could be a vibe. This could be a vibe. I don't know though. Like, I don't know for a lot of these things. You can move this a little bit forward. I'm gonna swap the order out. And then I did this previously, but I'm gonna tuck the novellas like behind the books, because they don't need to be front and center. And then yeah, I can move these out. I didn't even realize, but all these books are by Harper Teen. Like The Selection, The Red Queen, and Shatter Me, all by Harper Teen. I like that. It's like, it's not the most, you know, fascinating of shelves, but I like it. I've read almost, like, I'm working on this. I read the series, I'm gonna reread it. I'm gonna read Reckless here soon, but I like those. Yeah, I don't completely hate the red shelf, the shelf of books I've read. I don't completely hate them, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna move on to putting all the books I haven't read onto my books I haven't read shelf yet. That way I can clear that shelf out and take it out completely. I do have Colleen Hoover books at the top of that shelf, which I'm gonna move to the bottom there, because I'm still debating what I want to do with Colleen Hoover in my life. So I think I'm going to do a similar thing where I do YA fantasy. Well, this is going to be thrillers. I think I'm going to do YA fantasy, and then I'm going to do adult fantasy, and then go down. Or depending on, or I'll do thrillers, adult fantasy, YA fantasy going down. Yeah, that way Throne of Glass can stay together like that. Okay, this is YA. Ooh, I didn't even put my little dark romance collection. I haven't read any of them, so I'm not gonna put them on there, but these are my YA, not YA, sorry, adult fantasy. And I think in my previous haul, I said I wanted to display some books. I'm gonna decide which books I want to display. We're getting there, okay? We are getting there. Okay, so here's what I think I'm gonna do. Thrillers, fantasy, and then like literary fiction. And they might also cross over there, but we'll see. But thrillers, literary fiction at the bottom. But let's continue. For a second. I can't put both Leigh Bardugo books, the Leigh Bardugo books all together, so they're gonna have to be separated. Like I said, there's a few books that I wanna play, and we will get there. This will also be my Cassandra Clare shelf. Can you even see it? Yes, you can. Slightly. I'm gonna lower you. That shelf will be my Cassandra Clare shelf as well. Cross over all the fantasy. I need one of those, like, I feel like if I say it, you'll know what I'm talking about, but they're those like little gap shifter thingies, so you like push your books back and it moves it to the same level. I want one of those. And I'm gonna look for one of those, but you know what I mean? Something like that to make them all be on the same level, because that would be cool. Okay, One of Us Is Lying stays up there because I don't have the second book and it doesn't fit. So that's that. I think this book is a adult fantasy, but I don't really know. I really like this. I want to display this somehow, but I might not be able to. We'll see. Maybe I'll display them down here. Okay, that might work. Okay, we're gonna move. I want the hardcover. Oh, fine, this is adult. By the way, the reason that I'm not doing, so I have a bag of books over here that I'm gonna do a book haul in a little bit, like probably the next video. But the reason I'm not doing it now is because I actually want to unhaul some books, and I'm looking at the ones that I've read, and I love them, most of them. I love most of them. Like, there's not really any that I want to get rid of, so I might not. And I think these can stay back here because that's fine. I'm gonna bring my little candle. No. what was I saying? Oh, the reason I'm not doing the haul yet is because I'm gonna unhaul some books, because so these are just my thrillers, fantasy, right? And these are full, obviously, but if you can see, if you can see, I obviously still have, you know, 3 pretty large stacks of romance books here, and then that is all like contemporary literary fiction, memoirs, things like that. My holiday books, I think I'm gonna keep up here just because I like them there and they're out of season. I've read half of them but not the other half, so I'm just gonna leave them there. So do I want to do the selection or Shatter Me up there? Or ow, ow, that just hit me like right in the nose. My goodness, my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna do these over here. I'm doing something, don't worry about it. I'm doing something. And then I'm gonna do Frida McFadden over here. Okay, and I like to keep them together. We have Powerless, okay, and Powerful. You hit me in the nose. It's so powerful, my goodness. Powerful. Anyway, or I could like move my Frida McFadden to the top. Let's try that, shall we? Put them like this for now until Rachel, I want the Housemaid series back. I want to be able to stack them on here nicely. Okay, we're gonna move the selection because I think these will fit all. Well, now I've broken up my Harper Teen group of books, but it's okay. Move all of y'all over here. I'm gonna move, so these should all be the same height. Don't like that. I don't like that at all. It seems too busy. You know what I mean? Like it seems like there's too much going on. So I want to move exactly what I had on the shelf. What do I want to do? Maybe ACOTAR up there? Yes. Yes to ACOTAR going up to the top. Actually, I'm going to put them like this. It can lean. That's fine. I don't care. And then I'm just going to move the Red Queen series. Actually, I'm gonna cut this video down extremely. Too many things are falling. Things are falling and breaking. I don't even know where the edge went. What is the Shatter Me series in order? I literally hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. Oh my goodness. I don't even have words. The things that have fallen back there, I'm gonna have to scooch the bookshelf forward to get them, because I'm not gonna leave them back there. My little flames are literally all broken. Like, do you see this? I'm gonna see if I can fix it. And if I can't, well, it served me well, you know? Anyway, that's why I don't like gaps in the back of the bookshelf. The stuff can fall back there, obviously, as we've now seen and learned. Okay, let's go back to trying to figure this out because I don't like it. And I think I'm actually gonna turn the camera off and come back when I figured it out because it's stressing me out. Oh my goodness. When I tell you this took way longer than I ever possibly wanted it to take. Like, are you kidding me? Okay, I'm gonna put my rainbow holder right in front of ACOTAR. And then this is like a little jar of change because when I buy books, I like to buy from Facebook Marketplace. I like to buy them with cash. And if someone gives me cash, I kind of just, you know, toss it in here. I'll put it down here. Okay. But yes, this took so long. It took so incredibly long, and I was getting really frustrated a few times because I was like, what am I missing? You know, like, what am I missing? And it wasn't looking good. And I wouldn't say I'm 100% about how I like it. I think I underestimated condensing my books from 3 shelves to 2, which realistically the bottom shelves were empty. So it was like 2.5 to 2, and this is bigger. But I don't know if I said it already. This fell because it was at the top and it's like completely broken. So I need to figure out how to get it back to the way it was. Anyway, I'm gonna flip around and go shelf by shelf because yeah, that's probably faster, and we'll do a tour shelf by shelf and then hopefully it's not too long. Okay, so let's do this. I feel like this video is already like too long, so let's go. Okay, we're gonna move you to the very top. Okay, I'm gonna lift you, so it's gonna be a little bit shaky. I'm starting on the big side of the books that I've read. So up top, I have Taylor Jenkins Reid, because I don't really have any other like historical fiction. And I have all my holiday books. The ones at the bottom I've read, so these 3, and the ones at the top I haven't. So I'm trying to separate them. And then I like the winter candy apple, so I'm leaving it up. My plant is hanging back up nicely. Okay, so this is my red shelf, right? But the books that I've read for my thrillers start here. So I've got thrillers into Frida McFadden. I left a little bit of room to put the rest of the Housemaid series. And then starting here is thrillers I have not read, because they go over to this side. And these are mainly YA thrillers. So I put my YA romance books over here. All that I haven't read. So I haven't read any of, except The Summer I Turned Pretty, but I'm leaving them together. So this is kind of a YA shelf except this, but I haven't read these. I would have put A Good Girl's Guide to Murder there, but I've read those, you know. Anyway, when I read more, I'll switch it around. Coming down to the second shelf, this is the adult fantasy, right? That I've read. So I've got Sarah J. Maas here, Sarah J. Maas, Crescent City, Fourth Wing, The Invisible Life of Ada LaRue, Divine Rivals. I put those there because they're the same height, and it makes it even. And like I said, I put my little rainbow bookshelf holder right there. Coming down, YA fantasy into magical realism. We've got first shelf of romance, you know, Emily Henry, Christina Lauren, Carly Fortune. I don't know why I have those split. Hannah Grace, Red, White, and Royal Blue, and One Last Stop, Casey McQuiston, Talia Hibbert, Kennedy Ryan, Lucy Square. Moving down, this is gonna be a super awkward angle at the very bottom. But I've got Anna Huang. I've read the Twisted series, but I have not read King of Sins and If Love. So, but I want it all together, if that makes sense. Then I have A Not So Meet Cute. I have not read the third one. Me Before You, I haven't read After You. I read The Simple Wild, but I haven't read the rest of the series. Then I read 7 Days in June. I read Hook, Line, and Sinker, It Happened One Summer, but I have not read the rest of the Tessa Bailey books and Magnolia Park. The only reason I have these is because I like that the height is equal. Like, call me crazy, but I want my books to look cute. So these I would move, but then Tessa Bailey would be in the way, and I can't just like put Tia Williams randomly anywhere else because there's nowhere else she can go. Anyway, so that's this shelf. So mostly read, but Anna Huang and like other books I haven't read. Let's see if this can go to the very bottom. I've never put this all the way down. Okay, so haven't read any on this shelf. So I've got, you know, some Rebecca Yarros here that isn't fantasy. I've got Elena Armis. I've got Jasmine Guillory. I've got these random ones. This book I bought from Goodwill and someone had tabbed it, and I know it's very spicy, so I'm like, what were they tabbing? So I'm curious, you know. I've got Elle Kennedy here, and I've got Sally Thorne and The Romance Recipe by Ruby Barrett. And then here is just what I would say is like kind of dark romance, or like Emily says Credence is not very dark, so I'll take her word for it, but other people say it's dark, so this is like, I would say, the start of my dark romance category. This is the last book I think in this series, so we'll see if I ever get the rest of them. But these are at the bottom. I know that they're not really in order of when I want to read, but these particular are at the bottom because I'm not going to read them anytime soon. Since I'm on the floor, like quite literally, I'm quite literally sitting on the floor. So we're just going to move on over to this side and then we can go up. Okay, so down here is what I would say is more, well, Viola Davis, Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, Trevor Noah. Those are memoirs that I've got. So you want to talk about race. And then A Little Life. I don't know which genre it's in, honestly. I don't know. But it's down here because it intimidates me. Then I've got Chris and Hannah, Frederick Bachman, All Great Things, The Story Life of AJ Fickery, Our Missing Hearts, Such a Fun Age, and Lessons in Chemistry. So that's the very bottom shelf. So it's kind of left over everything else. Moving up, this is the start of my YA fantasy and a little bit else. So Children of Blood and Bone. I have Cassandra Clare. I'm actually gonna, because I was gonna do this before and then decided I didn't want to, but I'm gonna do it now. So I'm gonna move these. Is it just me who loves having books in height order? Like, I like when my books go the way the height is. And also I like to keep similar colors together just because I do. Anyway, but yeah, that's why I wanted to move those, because Cassandra Clare is a nice height together. Anyway, so I've got This Spells Love, which is not really anything fantasy, but I don't have any other place to put this hardcover, so it's gonna stay there. Yeah, I think it's kind of magical realism, but not really. I haven't read it. The Last Apothecary, Children of Blood and Bones, all Cassandra Clare. So this is the Mortal Instrument series, Clockwork Angel, The Bane Chronicles, Lady Midnight, Book 1. House of Hollow. This book is so cool. I really want to display it because Just look how gorgeous that is. But I can't. Not quite yet. One Italian Summer. I don't think this has any a magical trip worth taking. Never mind. So that's more magical realism. What If It's Us by Adam Silvera and Becky Albertalli. I think this is also magical realism. We'll see. If it's not, I'll just move it to where Adam Silvera is. And then The Shadow in the Glass. Also, like, such a cool cover. So that's that. I'm gonna stand up again. I promise we're almost done. Promise. Okay, we've got Brandon Sanderson, Steelheart, Lee Bardugo, The Familiar, Carve the Mark, Veronica Roth, An Ember in the Ashes, Infinity Sun. I love that I have Adam Silvera like everywhere. Heartless Hunter, The Gilded Ones, The Looking Glass, The Storm Crow, Frostblood, The Cruel Prince, Lightlark. So these are like all book ones in series. I think I have book 2 of this. You'll see in the haul next. The Grishaverse series, Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy. Going up again. This is the start. This is my only unread adult fantasy shelf. So we've got Crescent City. Oh my goodness. We've got Throne of Glass here. We've got The Broken Tower, Serpent and Dove. I think I have book 2 in this in a haul. When the Moon Hatched, Court of Vampire Queen, Daughter of the Pirate Queen, Zodiac. I don't know what this book is about. I might unhaul this because it seemed interesting, but looking at my shelf, I'm like, I have other books that I would rather read than that, you know? Books 1 and 2 of A Discovery of Witches, Black Leopard, Red Wolf by Marlon James, and Starbringer by Tracy Wolff. And my final shelf here, we can't go up any higher, so we're gonna back up a smidge. Final shelf is mostly, and I showed this already earlier, mostly YA thrillers and YA romance. So One of Us is Lying, The Inheritance Games books 1 through 3, a whole lot of Natasha Preston because her books are popular at the thrift store. And then I've got 2 Mary Kubica books here because I don't know why. Then this starts the romance / magical-ish. But this starts in The Blackness Between Us. Never Kiss Your Roommate, The Way I Used to Be. This book apparently is very sad. I think I have an art cover. I found it at Goodwill and it looks so pretty. But we've got Timeless, Written in the Stars. I think some of these are also magical realism. Either way, the shelf is, I have not read any of these books. Anyway, then Girl in Pieces. I still want to read this soon. And then Jenny Han. And then I'm just gonna hold you up because at the top is Colleen Hoover. These I've read, these I have not read. I keep finding her books at the thrift store. That concludes, let me set you down, please. Ooh, the light is super bright. Okay, I hope you can see me okay. I'll probably be filming videos like mostly right here, like facing this shelf, but I like having both of them in my shelf, in my thing. Anyway, okay. I am so tired. It's still snowing. Like, I've been doing this for hours and it's still snowing and I'm so annoyed. Anyway, that concludes my bookshelf tour. I'm gonna try and fix my flicker candle, see if it works again. Otherwise, I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you so much for being here and joining me as I organize my bookshelves once again. And for sure, when I move, I need like, obviously I'm gonna get another this size, but I think I'm gonna get at least 2 this size because I like that I can separate my books now, sort of, kind of. But I for sure need more space because I keep buying more books. But thank you so much for watching. I am glistening probably, so I'm gonna eat some lunch. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you. I love this background. Like this shelf and this shelf, like they're not the cutest. Don't get me wrong, they're not the cutest, but like I loved all of these books. Every single one of these books, except, you know, these 2. Every single one of these books I love. And so far, like Powerless, The Selection, like this is like me when I was younger, and then I loved all of the, I'm so excited. I love it. And like romance, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. Anyway, okay, I'm sorry. I'm done. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.